This is the place. They say people come from far, far, far away to find their dreams, chasing down these meteors and comets called dreams in the sky of life.
What's Gucci, everybody? It's your boy ssjk-dots, the first black Super Saiyan to arrive on this planet. Man, I'm back here with another review. We have the 2 Minute Lois Season 2 spoiler review of the whole season. Now, I can't get to every little thing. I might break down each episode on the stream and talk about it with some people. But first things first, let's get this out the way. I did not appreciate the hiatuses that was happening this season. You drop one episode, you make me wait a month, and you come back and you make me wait 2 weeks or 3 for the next. And it's like, come on. Yes, it was killing the momentum, but as far as the quality of the show, it did not change the quality of the show to me. It just affected the momentum that I had with the show. But even when they came back from the hiatuses, I was tuning in quick as hell to watch these episodes. Like, I really love this show. 2 Minute Lois Season 2 was, I liked Season 1 more. I'm gonna rewatch Season 2, but I liked the season. I thought the season was good. The good amount of episodes. Characters and everybody got the right amount of screen time that they needed. We got Bizarro, Parasite, and this Parasite is Ali Alston. She's also in the comics, so she's a different version of Parasite, but we got Parasite. I would say compared to Season 1, we have better screen time with Superman, but as far as Superman, Clark, and his family in this season, it was Gucci to me. Jordan, you know, a little...
Boy, there's no real easy way to say this, but, look, you're a simp. I'm gonna have to report you back to Cusco.
That boy was in love. He was in love, and he was, you know, I mean, shit, it was one episode with his food talking about, but Dad, I want to marry Sarah. I'm like, bruh, y'all only been dating for like a couple months. Relax. But mind you, this is a new thing for Jordan, having a girlfriend, you know, being more, being less tucked away and hidden, and being more out there, like doing stuff like, you know, going and get a girlfriend, you know, putting himself out there around these other people, playing football, just experiencing new different things that he couldn't. So all this stuff to him, and he's a teenager, I understand it's going to be a little bit, he's going to be a lot more emotional to it. But other than that, Jordan's progression this season, especially learning his powers and stuff, and finally getting to the point where he can fly perfectly. He's getting a little bit better with his fighting and stuff. You know, Jordan, he's not the best with the hand-to-hand stuff. He's still kind of struggling, but he's doing good enough. He's doing better than I expected, but he's doing good enough. Jonathan this season, they had a plot going on where Jonathan, you know, he was protecting his girl that he liked, and she was selling some XK for this drug dealer that she knew. And Jonathan risked his schooling for this girl. And you know, it's like, man, I understand, but then I'm like, would she do this for you? But then it's like, would I do the same thing for my girl? Yeah, so it's like, I can't really be mad at him. I mean, I'll make up some shit and lie too, you know. Hey, the police ain't finna get shit out of me. Y'all think I'm finna censure my girlfriend? You're tripping, bruh. You're tripping. But as far as how Superman tackled it as a father, and this is why I say Superman's a great dad in this show from what I'm seeing so far. He's showing great qualities of a father and stuff. You know, he knows when to be stern. He knows when to be compassionate. Knows when to be soft with his kids and stuff. And, you know, he knows how to approach it properly. He's not always tackling it just one way. He's not just taking it from a calm manner every time. He's not being stern and a little bit more, you know, straightforward and kind of mean about it. He balances it out. And that's what I like. He ain't no pushover. He definitely, you know, when it comes time to have to check the kids, he checks the kids. And when it comes time to have to be there to nurture and care, he does that too. Lois this season, doing just as great as the first season. A lot of investigative work that she was doing, especially them trying to figure out this stuff with Allie, and Lois getting her name and credit potentially destroyed by her sister Lucy. And we're going to get to Lucy in a second. She was able to overcome and eventually get to the root of the issue. You know, she lost some things along the path, a lot of trust with people, especially the reporter that she's working with. But by the end of it, everything worked out for everybody. But I did like Lois, you know, sort of losing something. You know, Lois starting to lose something. Not just Superman being the one dealing with problems. You have Lois actually, she is losing something within this. Her credibility as a reporter and trying to fight to get her sister to come back into the family. Lucy, let's talk about Lucy. Lucy, look, girl.
We could have had something special. But you one crazy ass bitch.
I ain't got nothing against you, right? I ain't got nothing against you. You a cutie. But Lucy, you crazy. I'm gonna just say this. I did not like Lucy at all this season. Even in the last episode, they didn't even try their best. They didn't try any shit to redeem her at all. She got Superman fucking drained of his abilities. She, oh my gosh, she's mad at Lois for saying Allie's this, Allie's that. The bitch drugged you to get you to see some shit. That part is true. She drugged your ass. Now, the part about Lucy seeing the other world, the bizarre world, oh, you was correct. But the bitch drugged you in order to see it. Lucy, you're crazy. Lucy's crazy, y'all. She tripping. She's all over the place. She be on that shit. She be, bruh, she smoking some, nah, she ain't smoking some shit. She snorting some shit. That bitch is crazy, bruh. Lucy on that shit. Bitch crazy, bruh. You know? Honestly, look, she needed that. I would have checked her ass. Lois needed to do that just once. I'm not saying the daddy did. Hey, yeah, I don't think they did anything well at all in this season to redeem anything Lucy. Lucy was annoying. Steele and his daughter Natalie in this season. You know, Natalie, my favorite part about this season was Natalie finally getting over the fact that this Lois is a multiverse Lois and it's a Lois from a different universe and it's not her Lois. Like, it was kind of frustrating where how she couldn't understand this, but to be fair, I understand why she felt the way she did, because, you know, you come to a different universe, you see this person that looks like this dead person that is from your universe, and you see them, and it's like, are you my mom? Like, and it's that also that want, like, I want you to be my mother too, but you're not my mother. And by the end of it, like, they all legit became one big family. Not saying, like, you know, they're not all related, but Jordan, Jonathan, they eventually in the season became like her brothers and stuff. I mean, technically they are, but genetically they're not, because they're from different universes, so genetics are different. But they all ended up becoming brother and sister, and I really like that dynamic between all of them. Steele, man, just as good as first season. You know, he really didn't do too. I would say this: the moments Steele had season 1 to shine. And Superman was really getting this season to shine. You know what I'm saying? So Steele kind of took a back seat, but he still did step up and do some heroics that also equal to what Superman was doing. And I'll say this too. Shouts out to Steele, this show, for putting some respect on Steele. After we had to deal with Shaq and Shaq being Steele, I mean, this Steele is so much better. The special effects this season, they're not Disney Plus level, but better than many other stuff. Especially compared to the Arrowverse shows, these special effects was really good. I'm ready to see the season come to HBO Max. The second season is coming to HBO Max. CW's in the process of a sale, and I hope that Superman and Lois does not get canceled. Tyler Hoechlin, he deserves to have his show. I think he should keep this show. I'm not saying they need to put him in the movies as a Superman stuff, but it would be cool to see him in the movies as our Superman, because I think he's really earned being Superman now, because this show redeemed him. This show redeemed his character. The last time I seen him in Supergirl, I hated this motherfucker. I was like, this motherfucker's so trash. He a cuck. He's a punk. Man, what the fuck did they do to him? But this show, they redeemed him. And I don't take back what I said about how he was treated in Supergirl, but in Superman and Lois, I give props where it's due. There was a moment in this season where Lois pretty much broke down who Superman is. The Superman who inspires hope. He gives the people hope. When the people need someone to lean on, he is that. There was a moment where Superman lost his powers in this season, and he was at the point where he became lost. He was like, what do? I don't know what to do next. Because he's not Superman. He's just Clark now. And Lois had to reassure him what it means to be Superman. And even without his powers, he still went to the city hall, well, the school. And when the people needed Superman, not to be there just to punch things, but to say something, he was Superman. He inspired and gave hope. Even when it seemed hopeless, he was still there to give some hope. It seemed hopeless, but at the end, Superman came back, figured out a way to get his powers back, which is obvious. I said the same thing. Just throw this motherfucker into the sun. They guess what they did? They threw him into the sun. He got burnt up a bit. He healed, but he came back. And man, this motherfucker got a power boost. He went fucking... what would I call it? Super Saiyan 3? Super Saiyan... Nah, he went Super Saiyan 3. He powered up, took so much solar energy into his body. His symbol started lighting up. He went to go fight Ali. And I like... This... For me, personally, the action, it's... The way Superman does his action in the show, he kind of gets to the point. It's not too much dilly-dallying and too much spectacle. It's spectacle, but it's not drawn out. It's not long. Like, the way he moves with his speed, it's to do things quick. Like, quick and easy. It's not to dilly-dally and there's no delay. If he's going to go get you, grab you, and you're falling, he grabs you, fall, and he goes do his other thing. Like, he uses his powers wisely. So when he was fighting Ali, right? You know, you would kind of figure like, oh, we're about to get this like back in this great hand-to-hand combat scene. Nah, Superman, he kept that shit real simple. He took his fucking palm, powered that shit up, and went, pah, pushed Ali, pushed that bitch back into orbit, took her to steel, separated her from herself when she merged with her Bizarro self, and he saved the day. And he expelled all the solar radiation, had to go to a different place. Tauro and Superman are now, they're not a team, but they have forgave each other and they have a relationship now to an extent. You know, he got his nephew's 2 new trucks and stuff, so that was cool. They confirmed how this was in the Arrowverse, and it's part of the Arrowverse, but it's in the multiverse, so he's in a separate universe, but this is connected to the Arrowverse. And I love the fact that this is not directly connected to the same Earth that the Arrowverse is on, because I'm like, this Superman had to deal with Supergirl and get cucked and disrespected, and I really didn't like that shit. Like, Supergirl fucking being better than Superman. That shit, look, I like Supergirl, but that shit irritated the fuck out of me and pissed me off so much that I hated Tyler Hoechlin Superman. And this show came back and fixed all that shit and made him so dope. I was like, yeah, keep him away from the Arrowverse, because all the writers are gonna do is cuck fucking Superman. I'd rather Superman over here alone on his doing his own shit compared to him getting put over here in this shared thing and you cuck him. The one thing I hate is when you cuck OP fucking characters. Stop that shit. If you cannot do nothing with them, don't do shit with them. It's like taking let's use the MCU for example. You take Thanos, right? You take Thanos. I want this motherfucker OP. Give me an OP motherfucker. If you can't write a story and have him be OP, Don't even attempt it. Leave him the fuck alone. Pick another character who is far weaker that you can play around with. When you give me OP niggas, I want an OP nigga. I don't want no cut version. I want the OP motherfucker. Now, I think the way they handle Superman powers in this show have been done well. He hasn't been like truly beat down by anybody, or he hasn't been cucked, and that's totally fine with me. They have been doing him well in this show. So if I had to, let's get to some critiques. I've been giving a little bit too much praise. The Cushings, Lana and them. Look, I don't hate Lana. Look, the purpose of Lana's family is to be the human element of Smallville, and Superman and his family are the super family of Smallville. So they're a little bit more complicated. It's basically just two different sides of Smallville. The whole show is centered in Smallville. Smallville is almost the heart of this show. And the people within Smallville. Superman's place where he grew up at. So perfect place to have this show take place, especially on the farm where his mother passed away at. Best places to have this show take place. A little bit too much time spent on the Cushings. Sarah this season really, and look, mind you, she's a teen. They're young people in love and shit. They do dumb shit. Now, she cheated on Jordan. And when I say she cheated, she kissed another girl. And she went straight to Jordan. She went straight to Jordan after, apologized to him, and said, she admitted what she did. Most people wouldn't admit what the fuck they did and just keep doing it, just like Sarah's dad. Sarah kind of annoyed me with her shit. Like, she cheats on Jordan, and then she gets mad at Jordan for not truly being honest about what the fuck he's doing. And then she has the audacity to, hey, do you want to come meet the girl I cheated on you with? I said, are you serious? Are you serious? Then you break up with this nigga? Over some bullshit? What? Oh my gosh. Like, that was one of the annoying parts of this season for me, was Sarah's reasoning for breaking up with Jordan and putting him through that, like, putting him through these emotions and shit. I understand how she feel. Like, you're not being honest with me, and I understand that she did come forward and she was being honest. But like, you gonna have this motherfucker meet the person you cheated on him with? Are you crazy, Sarah? Are you crazy? You high?
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay? That'd be bad. The drugs are bad, okay?
But I didn't hate Sarah this season. It's just that shit really pissed me off. I was like, are you serious? You serious? Okay, Sarah, okay. I kind of wish I had more dedicated episodes with Tower of Superman, like especially near the end. When you got that past episode 10, when Superman was going to the Bazaar World, come back, couldn't really have no more time for filler and dilly dallying and stuff. But I kind of wish this finale we had more of a Taro, Jordan, and Superman type of combination team up on Alley, But I did more so like the fact that it was just all Superman that did save the day, because he needed that. Last season it was Steel who saved the day. This season, which is show's called Superman and Lois, you need to have Superman be the one to save the day, get that big power up, and boom, save the day. Kind of wish it was the family came in and all did it, but Jordan was still not fully ready, so he couldn't really do much, and Taro got heavily weakened by Alley, so yeah. But I think it would have been cool if they both went into the sun together and got their power up, but it's fine. Season 3, I'm ready for it. Totally want the season to... And at this point, since CW is going to sell, I want this show to go to HBO Max. I think that's going to happen eventually, because once these DC shows sell, well, the network sells, they're going to keep, obviously, the DC stuff. Put that show on HBO Max, make it exclusive, because that fucking, these hiatuses and shit, this cable network shit is annoying. On streaming, you wouldn't have to deal with this. You can still release them weekly. And also, Superman and Lois is one of the most streamed shows on HBO Max, which means people are tuning into it. They like it. So put that show on HBO Max, man. Let's do it. Let's go for it. I think it's eventually going to go there anyways. And since it's separated from the Arrowverse in a separate universe, bruh, do that shit. Continue this stuff. I'm not saying he needs to be moved. I would like to see Tyler Hoechlin become the movie Superman. Not saying this version of him needs to be the exact same version, but you can take this actor, this actor playing Superman, put him in the movies and shit. Fine with me. I don't give a fuck. I like him. Tyler Hoechlin, I respect him as Superman now. Like I say, my favorite moment was in episode 14 when Lois broke down to him what it means to be Superman and what Superman means to the family, Smallville, the world, and to her, and what Clark means too. I was like, psh, shit, beautiful, bro. That's all, bro. I loved it. I loved it. And yes, there are people that complain like, you know, man, the family dramas and shit. I honestly liked it. I honestly liked the little drama going on with the families and stuff. Like, it wasn't nothing too wild and crazy. It wasn't a Lifetime Network type of shit. But overall, guys, I like this season. I'm ready for season 3. I want to see what they're going to do. DC, we're going to have some stuff coming. Black Adam, Shazam 2, DC League of Super Pets. So, some stuff coming from DC. I think Multiverses is also dropping this year. And Gotham Knights is dropping this year too. It's coming to Xbox One S, Series X, and PS5. I'm about to get my Xbox Series S so I can play that Gotham Knights, because when that shit drops, I'm getting it day one. And I'm getting my PS5 too, so that's coming. Also going to be getting a PC very, very soon. A lot of stuff is going to be happening. You guys, make sure you guys look for that peace, love, positivity, all that jazz. Superman and Lois was amazing. You guys check out this show. Give it a watch. It's going to be on HBO Max very, very soon. Go watch episode 14 of this season. Listen to Lois's breakdown of what Superman means to the family, Smallville, Lana, everyone. And what Clark means to the family and everyone in this show. Love that moment. Very beautiful. Very touching. Basically just broke down what Superman is and what Superman should mean to the people. You guys, also, real quick, there's been some fan art going around of Robert Pattinson Batman and Tyler Hoechlin Superman. I ain't gonna lie, that would be a great combination. That would be a great World's Finest type of movie. Like, bro, if HBO Max could do, or HBO Max, or just, it can be a one-off movie. I don't care. I don't want some good quality movies. A DC World's Finest movie with Robert Pattinson Batman in after his trilogy is over, and Superman, Tyler Hoechlin, not saying the Superman and Lois version, but since it's the multiverse, and they heavily emphasize that the first DC fandom that they're going to be playing the multiverse to release stuff like Joker and all these different type of DC movies and stuff. In the Batman, you can put Tyler Hoechlin Superman in a World's Finest movie with Robert Pattinson Batman, and it can take place in Robert Pattinson universe. Just say Tyler Hoechlin Superman to that universe. He can be a year 5 or year 6 Superman, relatively close to Robert, and have them meet up and do a World's Finest. It can be Joker and Lex versus Superman and Batman. Simple. Have Lex in his kryptonite super suit, his mech suit, fighting Superman, and it'll be amazing. That shit will be fire. But yeah, you guys go check out some of that fan art. It's all over Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. Go check it out. Some interesting shit could come out of that. But thank you all for watching. Because of that peace, love, positivity, all that jazz. Don't do drugs, like I always say. Deuces.
What did you do?